welcome. Been preparing the expected final midst battle Viking of an angelic being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, end of last that round.
I abstain.
You plead the fifth.
Yeah, the problem being is that I don't have the runes right now to not fuck up everyone. Yeah, I could amplify to hell, but that would amplify everyone to hell. And I don't want to do that.
And the contingency is if Bernard hacks, so if he doesn't hack.
Yeah.
Doesn't
First thing I'm going to do is play my Void Rune for 1 level of possession on her and 4 spiritual damage, if that does anything.
spirit.
Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is play the Wonjo Rune, which is amplified twice. As I flip to see what it is. There we go. Invoke the Shadows, which is inflict the blind condition with +1 intensity. So blind 3 to her, well, 3 shroud to me, but that does absolutely nothing because my shroud's at max. Yep. I figure her ability to not hit us should be helpful. Nothing else.
Oh god, I'm not ready. Okay, so because I leveled up, I have bully, which gives me +1 damage, +2 pierce if they're suffering from a condition. Normal unarmed attack is going to be +3 in wolf form, but then add on my other +3 from fangs. That's 7. Mauling does what? An armed attack with +3 damage bonus and pierce 2. If I am that
So-
doubles to 20, right?
Yeah, that'll be 20.
I will do that. I will play my Conzus rune to do mauling. Conzus is the red bee, right? No, that's Bracano. Wait, what? What's Bracano? Oh no, I don't have mauling. What's Bracano? Oh, that's my Howl Bloodfang. Oh no, I thought it was a different one.
Don't you have the headbutt one?
I do have the headbutt one, so I think this still works. So I'm going to Howl Bloodfang first, which is it's a spell that this spell recipients of this spell gain +4 damage bonus to 1 attack action per round and a +4 parry bonus. So that's going to be 11 for this headbutt. Right?
Yeah. 7 + 4 is 11.
Yes. So 11 damage. 3 plus math. Easy math is hard. 5. Okay. She also has
Oh, wow.
vulnerable condition with a +1 intensity. Okay, and then I'll spend my last rune just to hit her again for 7 plus 2,
She has
5 pierce.
She has 10 magic shield points.
Mm,
Oh, she is vulnerable
Now
too
she
for the
takes-
second. No, she is vulnerable on the.
Vulnerable,
Which
No.
she's not
And-
able to take while having rage.
but
and then both of those would inflict a degradation 1 because of my. Yeah.
Generation.
Okay.
Vulnerable.
From vulnerable 1 from the headbutt. Unless she had vulnerable from before that she didn't get rid of. Okay. I thought I had mauling. Oh no, my big plan.
Still, that's one more damage into bloodied, and maybe we can
How,
get it
how
down.
does she have 11?
Because of rage.
She
Rage.
gets 1.
When does it go down?
If we don't hit her,
Oh yeah, rage goes down
Except-
if you-
we
But she takes
automatically
damage
are
from
hitting her
degradation.
because she has degradation. So there's no real way for us to get it down without fixing her degradation. Yeah.
And that's me.
Was it not the narwhal stance?
It was Narwhal, I believe.
Good.
The appropriate name.
It's narwhal
Narwhal's
posture.
fine. Oh, we can trade in because he can.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
Five.
As we buff her defense.
Oh. And she's in the fire and bleeding.
And she's
Viking Funeral 2.
this game is very
Mhm.
So, quick question. Focus adds +1 to each number, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
And it's apparently added on after the amplify happens.
Hmm. Okay. What do we need to do to kill her right now?
I
Yes.
think let her burn.
I think because the little god thingies she have are supposed to be represented by a thing on the table, like we said last time. She's always going to keep one, because if she dies without one, she dies.
Yeah, how can we make her use that?
Conscious. There are
I think we
Okay,
let her
well,
burn.
in that case, we don't let her die. We tie her up and make her
Yeah.
useless.
Which was the better scenario that he didn't think we'd be able to manage with the Sun from
It's
the
true.
Skull.
He might give us more help for tying her up.
So what do we have to do?
Pull her out of the fire.
I think this.
I think
Yeah, if the plan's to tie her up, I'm on board. We can do that.
Mhm.
narratively, if we can do this, I'd possess her level 4 and basically spiritual rune her so that she's got nothing left.
Yeah, you have her.
Oh yeah, right.
Still.
So we basically
Can
were
we
locked
add-
down. Yeah, we pull her out of the fire. It's
help.
pretty simple.
Oh come on, why not? She's
Gosh.
possessed.
She'll contingent all of the things to stand in place when asked to do anything. It's
Ah, but what a
Okay.
wonderful.
Basically,
Okay, fair enough.
Mhm.
Fair
I think
enough.
it's better to give her to the Muspels.
yep. Sacrifice to the flames. Do it.
hey,
That's why she's already singed.
Can we just conjure the Muspelli people from the fire that
Right
she's in
here?
to take her?
Yeah, sure. We've got a nice fire here. Let's do
We
some
got a nice
chanting and
audience.
dancing around it.
A nice audience also.
yeah.
A victory dance, you know, and summon the Sons of Musphelheim.
Gross. So just like this is a funeral pyre, and you're summoning fire demons from it to take their friend.
Fire giants. There's a difference.
Technically, yeah. Stepping out figures in custom figures. Probably Oh, I see you completed your task, Asdis. Is good. One will be very valuable. Other two. Definitely, probably.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ooh, who took her spear? Is that like a god spear?
Oh yes, we definitely someone took
I
that.
mean, yeah, like she's stripped down to her skivvies. We're
Yep.
handing her over. Yeah, we're taking all her stuff.
Because I am the dog, I have the stick in my mouth.
She was
Just
wearing
wagging
the
my
armor.
tail. Ooh.
Hand it over to Wisdom.
Oh, we lost someone.
It's a war spear, you said?
Yeah, I was gonna ask who. Do we know who made this? Like, where is this from?
Damascus.
Damascus recipe.
Oh, but this means multiple people can work with it.
It looks like apparently.
Yeah, that causes problems, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'll just hand it to you with like a dog handing someone a stick to
Yeah,
throw.
I'll take it, but it's not covered in runes. It's not a sword.
Thank you. Done. After walking back.
As long as they understand boat sinky, we're all good here.
So it's a long spear.
It's a war
Yeah,
spear.
it's the biggest weapon.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah, it's a
same.
giant weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, this is super big.
Mhm.
But it would be DF3 and parry 2 because it's Damascus.
For some reason, my Bracano and El Hazarun aren't cleaning up. But no, they're just not going. Yeah. Because the other two I had up here cleaned up, and those were from the beginning of the fight, so.
Hey.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
I assume no one has problems with fire giants helping us.
Oh, they're definitely.
No.
No.
He's surprised, but he gave his oath.
Yeah, and
Hunter's under his breath about the strength.
we'll explain. They're from Fire Heaven. There's
Fire,
Yeah.
yeah. Holy fire. Wisdom
There-
explains it in Christianity terms.
yeah, there's Battle Heaven, there's Fire Heaven, and there's Ice Hell, and there's Fish
Hell
Hell.
here is black and dark. Fire's good.
Yeah, there's Ice Hell and Fish Hell, and then there's Fire Heaven. I think there's Beast Heaven and
Fighty
Battle
heaven.
Heaven.
We're in the middle of never-ending winter. Fire is a good thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's taken aback. He probably very much. But he doesn't fall. Like, other than the.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Listen, I turn into a giant wolf. We have giant firemen, one in Rome.
So, they. Side of the. And the side will. This will not. Movement. IS. So, I will. Down to the bottom.
Spoiler: a battle is happening.
Battle is happening.
I think there's a thing. My my Twitch was on mute, and I put it off mute, and you're not unmuted on stream, Spence.
Oh no! Oh no!
I am unmuted. Wait, but okay. Sometime.
Oh, you're super low. That's why.
What?
There we go. I fixed it. It was reading from the other mic.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Take two.
That was only the first hour of the show.
20 minutes.
Well,
Oh, you're right.
20
We started
20
late.
minutes.
Yeah.
It is an hour after we're supposed to start, but we were late. Okay. What did I miss? What did? Okay, we beat the person, and
Yes.
we're
We
using
beat the person.
a mini game for the final battle right now.
Mhm.
And this is a document where we're each having our own characters. The first table here.
Cornpole Wall is a great character.
Yep.
Cornpole wall.
It's a characteristic that will allow you. I was trying to find a good way to debuff without getting too crazy with things. Channeling is, I think, a good thing. A good.
What does channeling do?
So, back to active powers.
We're gonna have to look these things up the entire game, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yes. Channeling. Here we go. Reduce the condition of the intensity of a condition on yourself and apply it to another combatant. So it's literally move my conditions from me to them. Conditions aren't going to be a huge part of this battle, but they will still be present, and this will be good for dealing with that. It's a.
Sir
Where
Marvin
is this
horse. I'm onto
paper?
this.
The
It's
link.
the
Oh,
Discord.
you put a link in Discord.
I'll
Okay,
put a
sorry.
link in Discord. It's near the bottom of that sheet. So Borgirfjord is the first one. And then we'd need to name what each of the runes are. I think this is about what everything is, though, as well as the metas. Not all metas will be equally valid. For example, multi, I'd probably make that another amplify option, because you're attacking multiple targets, and when everyone's sharing a character sheet, that's just amplify. Area, same thing, basically. So we'll get to that. Get to it. Other differences from this: each action, because the army can't fully cooperate in a perfect way or buff each other, you'll have a default limit of adding one meta tag to an active power, not multiple. Except that the way to bypass this is that you, as player characters, are not cards yourselves. You each per character will get to add an extra meta tag to one thing. So, like, this is Asdis goes to help with a specific thing. She adds a meta tag to that specific rune, which therefore adds a makes it more effective. Does that make sense?
And you choose one of the three metas that are listed to
Yes.
like add. Okay, got it.
Yep. That's good. That's good. We're going to be we're not going to be in the default game. Damage dealt is based on equipment and passives. We're not using equipment or passives. Base damage dealt will be 1. Base damage parried will be 1. And each will be using the lethal combat track with the white one, I think it is. Or the extra dark one. Do you remember? It is the white
It's the
one.
white one.
Yeah, where each rune is basically 3 HP instead of 5. So,
Okay.
yep. Plus all the amplifies and stuff that'll be happening. I actually don't expect this to be too short.
You can make a sheet like the normal,
That's exactly what I'm going to do.
like the 4x4, but just one for each side.
No, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm just running this by you
Okay.
first.
Yeah, that seems like a plan.
Okay, perfect. So, let's quickly create the sheets and NPCs. So
Here, I have head bash already on my sheet if you want me just to copy that into there.
Already there, but thanks.
I'm going to create player characters, add character. Orgar Fjord, Defenders.
Just having all the things that we're actually working with right here as opposed to frantically referencing the document will be easier.
Yep, there's also a character sheet there for the rune drawing whole thing. I will let you guys choose specifically what rune you want each active power mapped to. I've roughly stated what I think the colors of each rune should be, but the actual rune itself is up to you. So you can write that in there. Don't need a hex grid on this because we're not using location. Grid.
Okay, let's see what each rune means.
This
Ooh.
one I'll be doing fully in level 20. I'm not going to be using my phone.
I feel like Scornpole Wall should be Thorizaz, which is barrier.
Okay, type that in.
Which is a spiritual rune.
Mm-hmm.
How?
You have edit access. You got to request edit access. At the
Oh,
top.
that's why.
Oh, it's only view.
Yep.
Oh, I had access. Sweet.
I think you're on Spencer's.
You're on my account.
Google.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, am I? Oh, yes, I am.
Yeah, because I saw the typing for head bash up here, and then when I scrolled down, I saw typing down in for the king stuff.
You should.
Well,
I
that's
put the
interesting.
link against the name. You should just be able to reload and be able to edit if it doesn't do it immediately.
Here, let me.
I'll go be me
Yep.
and edit.
Got it.
I'll call the other one Blood Axe Army. That sounds like
Nope.
Yeah. I think
Just-
Google Docs might be my favorite Google product, greater than the search engine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly agree.
Their entire suite of like Office ripoff.
Their Office ripoff suite's great, especially because it's not a charged product. I'm not actually sure what the profit angle is on them,
Good question.
other than making you use Google products.
Yeah.
They have so much money. Anyways,
Yeah,
Be willing to bet it's scraped for data.
I'm wondering about that myself.
good.
Oh,
Good luck
probably
scraping
is.
my crap for data. Have fun with my game design documents.
Yeah.
Hold on. Fighters could be Taiwas for discipline.
That makes sense.
No,
Is that okay?
Sir
no?
Marvin and his horse is disciplined.
Yeah.
Well, Sir
Yeah.
Marvin is listed as a mental.
Oh,
Sir Marvin, I put as mental, just because there were
Okay.
basically no mentals except the archer.
that's fine. That's fair enough balance. Like, there's only one of them. Let's add another. I feel like that's how most things are balanced.
Archers and Queen Unhu.
Do we want to
Elhaz
do?
should be Sir Marvin. It's protection.
Yes, that is good.
That makes
so
sense.
Yeah.
Taiwas for the fighters, Elhaz for Marvin.
Okay.
So Elhaz is, and then Taiwas.
6, 7, 8, 9. I need one. I don't want it.
The Musphelheim are spiritual.
Yep.
Yes,
Urus
I was
for
thinking.
strength? Urus for strength.
Ooh. I was also thinking gift for gift.
I think strength is more what they are than a gift.
Or death.
Oh yeah, there's also death.
These don't mean anything.
I I like the theming behind the room.
Yeah, the theming I agree is fun, but it also it's fine. They're gonna burn just the same.
Yep.
Thinking Eggle should be man, self.
Yeah.
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 And if you have issues with any of the active,
And the archers is I was distance.
yeah,
Yeah.
Where's I was? Oh, there it is. I was, which is. And then what did we want for Sons of Muspel?
Urus.
Urus?
URUZ, yeah.
Strength. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the most applicable I think we got.
Nice.
okay. So, are you filling it in on the character sheet? In Roll20?
There's a character sheet?
There's a character sheet in Roll20. That's what I'm saying. We'll be using Roll20 for this, so we need to fill it in on the character sheet.
Ooh, I put them on the Google Docs page.
Okay.
So this is Blood Axe Army? No, this
No,
isn't Blood Axe
Border
Army.
Fjord Defenders is what you all have control.
Okay,
Beautiful.
here.
Add your runes.
I'll
start
choose
from
what
the
they
bottom.
are.
What are the different rune names that we've got?
For our runes?
Yeah, if you can just name the runes, I'll put those on.
Othala, Thurzia, Tiwaz, Urez, Iwaz, Elhaz, and Man.
What was that? Tiwaz, Man, Othala. Oh, that's
Here,
already in there. Ruse.
Every time
Well,
you add
I
something,
got-
delete what I'm writing.
6 of them.
We are missing. There's Awaz, there's Man, there's.
Thursaz, it looks like, and Elhaz.
Yes. Follow is going to be amplify.
What's that?
Okay, I think somebody else is modifying this because it keeps closing it on me. So
Yeah, every time something changes, it deletes what's being
Okay.
worked on.
All right, who wants to work on it?
Okay. Interesting.
because the metas are just for show, I'll probably look at them somewhere else. It's easier, anyways.
Okay.
I
mean, we could look at them at the Google Doc too, just to know what the metas are.
Okay, it was Elhaz, and the other one we were missing was Thursaz.
Yes.
There we go. Okay, I'm not touching it anymore.
I'm not touching it.
What was Thursaz?
Oh,
Scornpole.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think the only reason we really need in there without looking at the document is just so that it can automatically draw the things.
Yeah, so we can draw the runes. Here's the real question. What passive powers do both sides have?
None.
Yeah.
None. No, I'm not doing passive powers with this.
Yeah,
In
that'd be too much.
In version 2 of Rune Wars, or whatever we're calling the
Yep.
army combat
Rune
game we're
Wars.
developing here,
I love it.
we'll get passive powers, but
World War Rune.
no. Although, if we take this to the deck building extreme, you
Yeah.
build decks and you make a TCG out of it for
Oh
Fimbulwinter Knights or whatever.
I always wanted to play
Winter Fighters.
I always wanted to play the deck builder of Deck Builder on, how you build a physical deck. I was amused by that concept.
Yeah.
Yeah, you make each of them a card, and you sacrifice other cards to power meta tags.
Okay, and I'm just finishing setting this up now. The units that will be the same as yours, like fighters and fighters and archers and archers, everything is the same type of units for mine. Some of the others will be different.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's mostly it. I'll change the others. We just need to get the rune set up more. The details for each ability. I'll do those. I'll put those into the character sheet and go through because it'll just be 1 damage base. And we'll just need to check the metas. So this should be
We're gonna have to fight Baldry again.
Yep. Because Atloy was not in a place where they were ready to keep on their own. So they've left there too. Joined this.
So long as we take out Queen Gunhild. I think it's
She's
Yeah.
there.
She has a Seath Kona cult also.
Yes. What, you think she was alone? She's smart enough to bring her to bring her
Her
support,
witch coven.
her hype group.
Her hype group. Her backup singers.
Yes, exactly. Also, I've updated stuff so the Google Doc isn't identical to what the character sheet is. Just a heads up. That's fine.
How does one of their people have 3 powers?
I hadn't decided when I wrote it in there which one it was. It was not all of them. These are the options I'm considering.
Okay, that's fair. I'm saying, like, if one of them gets 3 powers, 3 powers too.
I'm so glad we did that scorn poll wall.
Oh yeah, it's a full-on. It's as powerful as the Sons of Muspel. Though I think their ability's better, but still.
Yeah, the scorn pole wall is very situational.
Yeah.
I mean, it can remove conditions and put them on somebody else, which is going to be nice when those backup singers get here.
I know that possession doesn't matter, but it was always fun. The aberration that I never got to summon, I could possess it and then use that to basically transfer its possession onto somebody else. It was great.
Does that mean the aberration is then free after that? And just I summoned the
Technically, it was
Hulk and
summoned,
let
not
him go.
Yeah. Let's summon a terrible monster and then just, let it do whatever.
There we go.
I'm just gonna take the leash off this Tarrasque over here.
What could go wrong? Now
I swear I closed the back gate. How'd my Tarrasque get out?
Yep. Now we're gonna do the thing where I am quickly going to use the macros to build each deck. Character. No, that's the weird macro. Wrong macro.
Yeah. We are really abusing Roll20 to make this game work.
Yeah, that's also mentioned in the review, just how
much you have to finagle Roll20 to make this game happen.
This game is not built for digital play.
Yeah.
No.
More pummel Roll20 in submission is what it seems like.
Yeah.
And this is even with an API built in as well. Tabletop Simulator is probably better in all honesty.
Yeah,
because it just takes all of the things out of consideration.
It's like a physical thing, and that's what this is more. I think it would still be slow. But that's it.
Yeah, it would still be a massive pain, but it would be a different sort of pain.
You could probably... I mean, it would take a while, but you could code this game into tabletop sim. Right? The fact that it would read the rune that's in the right field and do the thing for you.
That's true. I think you're right. All right.
That would be so much work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mats are done. Checking them both to make sure they're good. They are. No void rune. Having to worry about that. Good. Okay.
Move us to the page.
So you'll need to change the macro. Actually, no. Just doing the same page. Here we go.
Yeah.
Bam. Yours is left. Theirs is right.
Sure. What?
Seeing it?
I
No.
see it.
Marissa, you're still on your go.
Oh, yeah,
Hit
hit the-
rejoin.
hit
You
the
have to
rejoin
rejoin. Yeah, the rejoin macro. To where main pages. Okay,
Okay.
So we left or right?
you're left.
Okay.
Us
Here
and
we go.
them. There we go.
Yes, there we go.
Glad we got that sorted.
Perfect.
I was gonna put goodies and baddies, but that wouldn't be accurate.
Yeah.
Are we the
Um,
baddies?
With the baddies.
No one is.
Mm.
Yeah. So get your macros ready. I guess in this case, only one person would need to run the macros for your side. You get to pick who does that, because everyone will be able to see the runes anyway, so you can talk
Yeah.
about it. Everyone, I think, should be able to control them once they are there. It's just that it's probably better if one person clicks them.
This is just in the abilities, right?
Yes.
Show
And
me
attributes and
that.
abilities.
Nope.
I'm setting them up for my character, for them as well.
Mhm. Oh, we need to put in the ability macro.
Yeah, what is the character? Oh, that's the character name?
Order Fjord.
Good.
Bjorger Ford.
Bjorkafjord Defenders.
I just use a
Okay,
copy and
let's
paste
see
it.
if that worked. Yes. New ability 0, sure. Show that in the macro bar.
Oh, wait. There's no essence or destiny listed on the Bjorkafjord Defenders.
On the sheet? Oh, then it
Yeah.
is 7, I think, is how many runes there are, and
Yeah,
3
7 and 1.
destiny is
7
what
and
they
3,
have.
sorry.
And
Wait, you
I'll
mean
test this
7
again.
essence, 3 destiny?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so it
Although
should
I
be
do think if this was a
7,
card game, it would benefit from having multiples of each rune. So you'd have like 4 of each or something.
If yes, I don't have time to build a game that is balanced around that in any way.
Yeah.
Or also,
I understand. I'm just extrapolating out for our new licensed TCG.
absolutely. I'm ready to go. I
Totally
think, if
not
you are.
copyright infringing upon any other.
Well, we can scrub the serial numbers off if we have to.
Just
what
file
we do
off.
is we print the runes on playing cards instead of having.
Listen,
them
I
as
actually
actual
thought of
runes.
that, because if I was to do this game, I would actually probably move the runes to playing cards, because when you make your character, you assign a rune to an active power, you literally write it on the card, etc., for everything like that.
Or you get stickers.
Then you don't have to reference anything; it's just all on the card.
Yeah.
Here's how you do it.
You print stickers for each power, and you stick them on the playing card.
That could work.
They're tarot cards instead.
72 wouldn't help the problem.
No, it wouldn't, but that you're not dealing with Norse runes.
How many major arcana are there? 14.
There's either, but no, there's 72 tarot cards total, because there's major and minor arcana. It's playing cards with extra bits. Like, it was a card game first, so it's playing cards with extra at the top and at the bottom.
Okay, are we ready to begin?
Hey, I've got them in there and I've got them on my character bar. I'm just wanting to test, because so far every time I click weird, nothing's happening.
Player. It's fine. Trusted myself. Mine doesn't work either. Oh, I think I know what has to happen. Every time a new character is made, I have to go in and restart the API for it to re-register. Like, oh, this character exists now.
Mhm.
Okay, so give me just a sec.
Add it to the list of having to beat Roll20.
Yeah, I've used that API a lot, and having to respin it doesn't happen that often.
Yeah, it's not normal to need to do that. Okay, now if I weird, nothing.
I will hit the weird button and see what happens.
Let me double check that I named.
You might want to refresh.
I might
Yeah.
need to
I've
refresh.
refreshed,
I have not
and
refreshed.
the weirding is still not doing anything.
Fixed.
Oh wait, are these sheets assigned to the appropriate players?
I assigned them, at least I believe so. Let
Hold on.
back
Let me.
To
tokens.
border fjord defenders? 'Cause
Okay.
that's a
Oh,
name.
they weren't assigned. They were, but they are named properly.
I think.
It's weirding onto the playmat.
Yeah, it's weirding onto our play mats down.
Onto
In
your
our,
playmat.
Mhm.
What?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, all 7 are here on Runar's playmat.
Is
I
it?
mean, that's an easy fix. We
Did
just
we click?
change my playmat to.
Yeah, we can just do it there. I'm surprised mine isn't working unless all of them. It's weird.
No, you're not weirding anywhere that I can see.
Weird. So if I press cleanup on Runar's yep,
And it cleans them up.
it cleaned up Runar's playmat. Yes, it did.
They're all just going to Runar.
You try runing for you, but for Borger Fjord
You probably
defenders,
have
yes.
to.
Oh,
If you
yep,
just
they.
weirded it, showed up on Runars. Yep.
Yep, that's what I'm
We
doing.
have to figure. We have to reroute it to the new page.
And death is going on death, and that's all we need.
You know what? I think that's because yeah. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do, and I know why this is the case. I believe it's because the page is called Playmats, and it needs that. It needs to be on a page called Playmats. So I'm gonna just copy these existing things over to the page called Playmats, alongside the us and them, and I'll just extend the sheet. So this is now 36 down, and it's at the bottom. If it extended, oh, I did width. Go.
Huzzah.
We'll have to redraw you. Now let's try it.
Oh,
I'm weirding, but I'm pretty
Hold
sure
on.
it's not showing up under us and then.
it's going under Runar's again.
It's still
Okay.
going under.
Meaning,
I mean, we can make that work. Is mine anything?
Are you
I
currently
don't. Oh
weirding?
wait.
I'm currently weirding.
Does Wisdom? Do you have the
Wisdom, can
red
you clean
M
up?
and the green X?
I think mine might be showing up under wisdoms. Yeah.
What's this?
Let me click cleanup.
That's man.
yep. If
Yep.
you clicked clean up, it just went away off of Wisdom. So we're playing
Why?
Lunar versus Wisdom, and
Us
I mean,
and
we
Wisdom.
can make that work.
Yeah.
The API
long as I
says
know where it's
card is
going.
not on the table, so it definitely is thinking
Okay.
that
Yeah.
these aren't
So
named properly.
those other 2 that I saw that were right here also cleaned up. So I think.
Yeah, I clicked merge.
Yeah, Spence weird again.
Hold on. Borderfjord Defenders Playmat is what that's called, which is correct.
weird again for a test.
And Blood X Army. That's what it was. Okay, weird.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
showing up under Wisdom.
Oh yeah, but it's like off center though.
Yeah, it's showing up over here.
I'm getting
Yeah.
the message on the API that the card was not on the table, so I don't think it's
How many are you supposed to be weirding?
one
It's
at the
just
start.
one.
I'm supposed to be just
Okay.
weirding one at the start. They start low, get high later.
Okay.
If that's the
fair enough.
case, let's work with what we got.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's strange. Wisdom, you're the board that I'm using.
Okay. That's fine.
I have this rune. Now that's the
Do
L
it
has.
live.
Yeah. Let's see who'll go first when they land. Runar, if you want to draw runes, we should also roll. One person, roll a D100. I say Runar. Someone,
Runes have been drawn.
okay, someone roll a D100 to see who's first.
Okay, so Ewa's
I will
Got
roll.
it.
Okay, you got it. Hey.
Go first.
Ewa's is attack from above. Uru's is Musphelheim Nightmare, and
Ooh.
what's the last one again?
Attack from above is actually
Man.
rare.
Ihua's is archers. The attack from above.
Yep.
And then the green N, is that what you're talking about?
Urus. That's the
That's the Sons of
Sons of
Muspel, and
Muspel.
then man
Oh.
is the
What the?
there we go.
Okay.
And then man is Eagle and his buddies for head bash.
Yep.
Then
Okay.
Well, I mean,
no Voyager.
How does multi help in this case? Because normally it's
It'll count as
really
amplify,
powerful.
basically. If there's thing that would
Ooh.
attack multiple targets, it'll, because this is army versus army, it'll basically count as an amplify.
So, if we want to send in...
Weapon, I think, will still act as a weapon. As a heads up, we'll just figure out what is the most appropriate weapon tags to inflict.
So here's a question. For weapon, if I am the one that does the meta, like for my character help,
And I will limit
could
it
it
to
be
just probably one
degradation?
player. Max of 2 metas even with you is helping.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Because I think that
what is your question?
if I helped with the weapon metas, could it be degradation because I have that passive?
Degeneration?
Degeneration, sorry. For like
Um,
bleed.
you are helping, but this is the archers, is what you're...
It'd be art like Sir Marvin. I think the archers would probably be different.
I think it wouldn't be I don't think you can... I don't think your weapon would decide what type of meta tag is added, even.
Got it.
I think it's still just a numbers game. There'll be...
Does attack from above actually do any damage? It's an attack action. So 1 just with a lot of piercing.
I think because I looked at attack from above and it says it gets that if it's you're actually like attacking from above or like some other advantageous position, which if it's the archers would
Falling
that still
arrows
count?
is from above.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. And also Burgerford is on top of a hill. Like,
Okay, yeah.
So because attack from above isn't very useful as it is, because it's just 1 damage with 3 piercing, do we want to use it to buff Musphelheim Nightmare? Oh, and that will maintain it.
Ooh,
And then just do that and head bash,
Mhm.
and then if we want, we can put our meta tags on to amplify both of those.
that sounds fine.
Yep.
All right.
okay, so what do you do?
Dread it. See, whenever I have to translate it back to the runes, it takes forever. Which rune is Musphelheim Nightmare?
Muspelli
It's the
Nightmare.
green one.
Green one.
Yes.
Oh,
Green
yeah.
one? Okay, and the archers is a blue one, so we will do Musphelheim Nightmare and maintain that,
Okay.
and then add a meta tag to amplify it as well.
So for Muspelli Nightmare, it says it requires a minor sacrifice though.
It does. If it's amplified, it will require 2 minor sacrifices. That's doubled as well. I double-checked that.
Well, if our
Okay.
upkeep is still getting rid of them, that still seems...
That's fair, yeah.
We'll get
Yeah.
rid of, 1 per upkeep, yep.
Okay. Minor sacrifices have been made.
Okay.
And then
So it's amplified and maintained, and that was...
And one of us
So
can
Muspelheim
add
Nightmare...
a rune to this as well.
yeah, then one of us can amplify it. And
Or-
then
Yeah. Nope, please go.
so one of us will help to amplify that, and then the Eagle and his raiding buddies is the head bash, which one of us can also just help amplify, right?
I think
Yeah.
we should hold on to Eagle and his raiding buddies to parry with.
What's their blue rune?
The vulnerable condition is kind of nice.
You will not know for sure.
Okay, we don't know what their runes do. Okay.
No.
Yeah, depends if we want defensive or that vulnerable.
I mean, vulnerable makes their defense worse.
Yeah.
It effectively means because defending by default is just 1, just like damage dealt is just 1. Unless it's amplified, defend action won't do anything at all. And a generic defend won't be able to be amplified.
Okay, so then maybe don't keep it in reserve and just attack with it and
So
amplify.
how do
Yeah.
we defend?
You can use generic actions to defend. It's still like 1 damage dealt, 1 damage to 1 rune generic defense. There's also some of your active powers that are specifically bonuses.
Yeah, Walls and Palisades is the Othala rune, which is regenerating block. I think we have channeling for Scornpole Wall. If we get a condition, we can move it to them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
So-
we just. Do we want to hit them?
First thing that happens then, if you did the Musphelheim Nightmare, is as the first. It's just 1 boat that lands at first. You see the one of the royal. I guess they still use flags. I imagine here, top of their sails. You see something of Blood Axe's royalty on this. You're not sure if he's specifically on this ship or just someone associated with him. But as it lands, the air turns dark and volcanic, toxic, sulfurous vapors begin to swarm around, and everything grows darker as a veil of soot begins to cover the area. The little light that remains, given, again, that there is no sun, begins to cloud around each of the torches and sources of light exist.
So 4 mental damage, and I assume we should do that to in hand to remove the fact that we can do anything.
That's true.
And
then-
it's got 4 mental damage pierce, and then it applies degeneration condition for 2.
Okay. Excellent. So they take 4 mental damage. At you see the boat retreat along, and it goes to rejoin the others. 2. Wait, no. 1.
Oh, we're doing the white
2.
track, right?
We are doing the white.
3 to death,
3.
and bring out
No.
another rune.
Yep. Oops, I pressed. I don't like side mouse buttons. Exist so much. Did
My hands are all sweaty. I don't know
So
why.
good.
The tense battle of war.
Yeah, the tense battle
there
of
we go.
move.
Yep. So that is the Tiwaz.
Tiwaz. Mm-hmm.
So
And then we could head bash too.
And I assume unarmed attack is the same as an attack. It's going to do 1 damage.
yeah, I think so.
It's just this one's going to do 1 damage with vulnerable. With 2 vulnerable, because we're amplifying it again too. Why not?
Yeah. 2 vulnerable, 2 damage.
Yeah, you guys are going to do very well early on because of their lack of destiny. So
I mean,
they have degeneration.
Did we want to inject our own runes into this yet, or no? Or have we?
They have been. The last 2
Yeah.
things were
Amplified. So
amplified.
why not?
Okay. I just didn't know if we had to weird to see if we could amplify, since it was.
No, each of us counts as 1 free amplify per turn.
Or 1 free meta tag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
I thought we were weirding
probably
to
would
see
just
what we
amplify.
could put in, but yeah, that's fine.
So who was helping the Sons of Muspel, and how did you help them evoke the? Did you help help? Yeah, maintained and it was maintained. Plus, it got a free.
Yeah, the maintain is from the
Tag.
archers, and then the amplify was the free meta tag.
Okay, so were the archers just firing alongside this to try and no, go away. We'll fire at you before we even land.
Oh, I have an
Pretty
idea.
much.
Targeting their spellcasters.
Fire arrows.
Fire arrow. Yeah, the Muspel opens up as they're shooting arrows through the fire.
Catching the arrows on fire and landing them on
Yeah.
them.
Even better than that. You've got the archers on the palisade. They're ready to fire their longbows. Above them, the tear into Muspel happens, and all of the arrows go through that, out another portal directly into the ship.
That's even better. Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. All right, and then
Now you're thinking
Aegle.
of portals.
Yeah. What does Aegle do? None of the boats have landed yet. It seems that they're still. You're still able to do something to them. We're not limited by range. But does he just
say that Aegle's head bash here is because it's supposed to be inflicting vulnerable. Maybe his order is just to light the docks.
Yeah.
That could be it. Yeah. Lights the docks on fire now with the prepared stuff you had before.
Mhm.
All right. How much damage is dealt by it? You said it's one basic.
2 vulnerable,
One
2
base
damage.
and then 2 because the free meta amplify.
Amplifies it to 2. All right.
2
Damn.
vulnerable, 2 damage.
2 vulnerable and 2 damage. Perfect. And because they were so
They were expecting to be
unprepared
welcomed
for
with open
this,
arms.
yeah, they skip their entire first turn because of that mental damage to them. Now that'll be dealt every turn.
I think, yeah, it's maintained.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
we're
made that.
maintaining
That may be
the spelling nightmare.
that.
Killing the demigod was worth
Oh.
it.
That's a thing I actually forgot to mention. I was actually planning to treat all damage types as the same. That's why none of my stuff was planning to deal spiritual damage, I think, in the first place.
None of us has spiritual damage.
Yeah,
No.
we can. That's easy enough to retcon. We move them back up.
We'll move
in
this one
hand.
back and switch it with another one.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that'd be
then
fine.
they still take the same amount of damage, but if all damage is the same, that's fine. We're
And that
just gonna
makes
play
sense
by
for
that
the
rule
army.
the whole way through.
I think let's do that. That'll make
It means
it
we don't have to
more
track
interesting.
it, and then you have a turn.
Yep. So I think the docks are on fire. Several of the boats retreat, except for one, the one with the royal flag that you see comes through, and you see several of the. You recognize not the people so much as the uniform of the King's Guard lands. They're the elite fighters here have landed despite everything going on and are starting to make a push next to the docks, avoiding the fire in. Alongside them, they seem to have built. When were crossbows invented? Could they, if they were rich enough, could the elite fighters foreseeably have crossbows? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
If they have bows,
I'm gonna look it up.
They're gonna attack.
Crossbows were invented no later than the 7th century BC in ancient China.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
No later than the 4th century BC in Greece.
All right. So they have
So
crossbows.
We're definitely around.
Wow.
So yeah, they just these guys have been equipped with the best of the best. Some of them are
they're
crossbows.
stupidly expensive.
Yep.
Yeah, they're super expensive, I think.
And that's what they're using. Just these guys open fire as they begin to make a safe perimeter and start advancing towards the through the docks and towards the town itself. So they're doing a regenerating attack.
Yeah, they would not be composite crossbows until about the 13th century.
I see.
So they're
They're
not
most
yet
useful.
the pinnacle of crossbow technology, but they are still crossbows.
Yeah. They're just not super powerful crossbows.
Yeah, it was more. It was the miniaturization of the ballista more than anything else.
Yeah, these can't pierce through plate like nothing, but they're still pretty good.
Yep. So they are going to attack for one. They are going to heal. They will. Which one's... Okay. Yeah, I think they'll take that. So they're gonna heal for one as well, and they can recover, but they have nothing to recover.
Okay, L has so
So the 2 options are Furious Onslaught, which is and Regenerating Block, which could be very helpful for us right now.
Yeah, we should grab the regenerating block.
yeah, I
So
think
if we're,
put the blue one down one.
which is El has, which is they have hit poor Sir Mervyn and his horse.
No, not Sir Marvin. He did a get down, Mr. President. He got hit
Yeah.
by the crossbows.
Survived a demigod, failed.
Sir Marvin
Oh,
goes
no.
out to meet them in battle, and then has to retreat after taking some wounds.
So how much damage did they actually do?
1. They didn't amplify
Oh,
or
okay.
anything.
Sweet, then he's just wounded.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes,
I mean,
imagining
remember,
now,
even if it's in death, it can still be healed. So it's more like he's near death.
I'm imagining the Norse equivalent of
Oh,
what's that Vietnam movie where the dude's running through the field and he gets shot and he's on his knees and does that? That's Sir Marvin.
Why is my brain saying Forrest Gump? Like,
I think
that, Forrest Gump has some horrible Vietnam War scenes. I don't think that's the one you're referencing, though.
No,
Okay.
No, that was either Apocalypse Now or.
I think it's Apocalypse
the other
Now.
one.
I think that's what I'm thinking of.
Okay, I've cleaned up let's clean up and go to the next one.
Make sure you don't clean up our fire
Yeah,
boys.
select them, and they will not.
Yep.
Did you just remove the
I
wounds?
cleaned
though?
up both of the. Pardon, I didn't remove them. It did clean up both the stun because that's the way the thing is cage set to
But
be.
there was one in wounds.
And it disappeared too. That's weird. We'll just have to
We
make
know-
sure to always select them. It was.
Yeah.
which
Okay.
one?
Marvin.
It was the
Marvin.
blue
It was Marvin, which is Elhaz, which is the blue Y with another one in the middle.
Wouldn't the Archer rune go back to Essence too? We paid it to pay the
Maintain has
cost.
to stay as well. Maintain the meta tag to maintain and the rune that's being maintained.
But
stay.
that's honestly not that bad for what we're getting out of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
And
We're
it's
getting,
also
what, 2
maintaining
damage?
the amplified, so ha.
Yep. If you want to put
Oh,
your
does it
wounds
maintain the
back-
amplify also?
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
So they will have 2 destiny as a beachhead has been formed. More of the ships begin to land. More people begin to. That's clean up. I just accidentally cleaned up.
If I
that wound.
specifically weird and try and get the rune, will that work? That should be in wounds.
Yeah,
still?
I'm gonna have to do the same thing because I accidentally clicked clean up
Yeah.
instead of weird.
Oh,
There we
okay,
go,
there's
that's-
Elhaz.
That's the one that's
Just-
done.
I'd say just use the first 3 that popped up, so get rid of the T and the M. Oh, wait. There should be
Okay,
another one.
so
in
there's
there.
one of the first 3. Alright, that's the
So
runes
it's-
we're getting. Go away, M.
There. I just moved it into Essence.
Yeah. I
I see. 1 second here, let me
just select
do
all of
another
the runes
cleanup.
except that one, and then click clean.
Yeah,
There we go.
there it goes.
Perfect.
Okay. All right, what do we got here?
Othala,
We
Tiwa.
got the scorn poles. We got
T is T-Was.
fighters.
That's the fighters,
And then we got the bow thing. What's that?
The recess is the scorn pole.
So power attack, channeling.
So follow.
So we have the walls and palisades, we have the scorn pole wall, and we have the fighters.
Oh, sweet.
Oh,
The
we
first
got
3.
one.
Regenerating block, channeling, power attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't have any conditions, do we?
You do not have
No.
conditions. No.
Oh, we can heal.
Yeah.
And they. The Canu's riches. Oh, good. This magic is
We
gonna start
should
taking.
amplify power attack.
So, firstly, during
Yeah.
upkeep, I
was
think,
gonna
is
say,
when
that was
the
my question.
maintained thing happens. So, during upkeep, the maintained thing happens, the amplified thing, so you deal another 2 damage to them and make another minor sacrifice +2.
Isn't it 4 because it's amplified?
It is amplified from 1.
It's 2 to 4.
Oh, it's 2 to 4.
2 to 4,
Right,
yeah.
okay, yeah. They take 4 damage, you do a minor
But we-
sacrifice +2.
Minor sacrifice 2, yeah.
Okay. Minor sacrifice 2.
There's Eagle.
One of our minor sacrifices worked. I don't think we actually have the essence for the second one.
You
1,
need.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
We have 7, yeah.
It is. You can break. Okay, let me think.
Just don't do the amplify. It does 2 instead of 4.
Okay.
You don't have the juice for it. It's fine.
I think that's yeah.
It's a full power attack to do all of the juice for it.
Mm-hmm.
That means I have to click this one because it doesn't take 4 damage.
Just
Oh wait,
takes
it
two.
would it'll just be in stun.
No, wouldn't it be 2?
Well, it went from
Oh, right. There was 1 in wounds, right?
Yeah.
here, then it was 1 to like the other. This one didn't exist. Then this one went from. She was the blue.
From what?
The blue one went
From here to here.
1 to or 1
And then that
2.
and then this is 2. Okay.
So it's like that.
Yeah.
Got it.
And then as upkeep, they're gonna heal from stun.
Mm-hmm.
They do heal.
Oh, they have degeneration on them by 2 from Musphelheim
They
Nightmare.
do.
That's correct. and I can
Actually, by
calculate
4 at this point, which is half their.
I can calculate what their
Destiny.
level is based on their current destiny. So let me clean up that essence, even though to take it, that's still a separate thing. Their level is currently 14. Take half their level, they
So
take
they would
7
take
damage.
They would take
Yeah, it's
7.
half their level.
Yeah.
And then next time it'll be full level.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is brutal. The
Fire.
Fire,
helps
gi-
a lot.
fire is very much gonna help a lot.
I'm glad we handed over an angel.
That's how we want the angel fight too, though. We
1, 2,
pushed her into
3.
fire and kept kicking her back.
4,
into
5,
fire.
6, 7.
Yeah, pushing someone into fire and stun locking them so they can't do a goddamn thing.
And that feels like it's what happened to these people too. Okay.
Yep.
That's
You go
fine.
first, I believe.
7 fighters.
Yes.
Liza backs up the fighters.
All right.
Do
Amplified
we want
power
to
attack.
first?
Yeah, the power attack in amplified, and they're
Amplified power attack.
the Tiwa's
Oh,
rune.
wait. Hold
Do we
on.
want to double amplify them with the other physical rune too? Because it's
Those
beautiful.
are our walls.
Power attack?
Yeah,
is
let's
gonna be-
heal with the walls, I think.
Well, the walls is the it's a block of
Othala.
some sort.
It's regenerating block, is what it is.
Yeah,
So it's block and
Regenerating
heal.
block.
Yeah,
So we gotta hold
performs a
it.
Okay,
defend
so we've gotta
action,
hold
heals and recovers.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. So we hold the walls until they attack us, and then we can heal.
And then what do we want to do with channeling?
Well,
We don't
they got
have-
witches. We'll see what they do.
I mean,
It's not an interrupt though. Do we want to set that as
we could make that the weapon meta
contingency?
for the fighters,
oh?
right? So
Okay, whatever.
what would the weapon meta be for fighters?
The fighters are probably wielding axes. They don't have enough metal to have swords. Let me check what it is for an axe.
I think if it's a bladed weapon of some sort, isn't it
It might be
degradation?
That's what I would probably go with, degeneration.
I don't know why I say degradation all the time.
Because one of the 3 meta tags I just realized are movement based. They're
So we
vulnerable,
could jump them straight
blunt.
to 4.
Blunt provides knockdown.
Yeah.
Vulnerable,
Piercing weapons have degradation.
gore.
Slashing weapons usually
hamstring, and hamstring is
Degeneration.
impeded, which doesn't matter in this case. So
Yeah.
I think I would go with degeneration. I think
So we can use that to put their degeneration all the way up to 4,
I think
or
that
we
makes
can
sense,
hold
'cause
it
the
in
axes
reserve
would
as
work.
a contingency.
that'd work. The axes could also work
Yeah.
to literally hack apart their ships.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do we want to use that
Yes, do it.
rune? Yeah. So we
Okay.
amplify it. We use the other rune to make
Yeah,
it.
we charge the beach and we start hitting the boats as they
Yeah.
come up to the shore.
Yeah. Okay. How much damage and what do you inflict?
It's power
A
A
attack.
normal attack
power
action with
attack.
+2 physical, which makes that amplified 5 damage and
Oh.
2 degeneration, I believe.
Wait,
Yeah.
if it's a normal attack, it's 1 plus 2,
Plus
which
2
is
is 3.
3.
Double to 6.
doubled 6,
So
and then degradation.
Degeneration.
Do I keep
Degeneration plus 2 because it's
Degeneration.
amplified. Bring it from 1 to 3.
No,
Okay.
it's 2 to 4.
Was it a 2? Oh, I didn't realize it was.
Because
a
the,
Yeah.
Because
the
we
damage happens on upkeep. So they took the hit, it was at 1, and we hit him again, so it's at 2. So this next upkeep would have been 2 for degeneration.
No, we amplified
We
the first
amplified it the
Sons of
first
Muspel
time.
thing, so it was 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then it hit on upkeep, which brought it up to 3.
Okay.
And then this is hitting it again, putting it to 4.
Or 4.
They take 6 damage.
yes.
Yes.
6 damage, 4 degeneration.
I don't
Yep.
think they're even going to get... this was the thing. Beat them before they can all land and get high destiny than you. And this is what's going to happen. So 2 damage. That's another 3 for 5. There we go.
And then we hold that block.
Let me double check. They might block it. I didn't actually double check what their abilities were. So they have Elhaz and downward Kanzus.
Hold on. So we
We've
used
this, and we used the green one to amplify.
yes.
And we're holding our walls.
We're holding
in case
this
they
one.
hit. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I'll turn that one once I actually can see.
Oh, we're holding the wall. We're not using it to.
We're gonna
Because-
use the walls if they
Because it's an
hit.
interrupt. Right?
interrupt.
So when they hit, we heal off of the block.
Yeah.
Like the walls just take the hit instead.
Basically, they'll attack you, retreat behind the walls, and recover from it, and rally. They don't have neither of the active powers or blocks. You can still try to use generic actions. It wouldn't be as good, and one room to 6 damage to 5 seems useless, so they're not going to. They're going to stick with what they have. They're not. That's your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I think in
the
the-
Blood Axe army is going to use archers from the ships. Are going to, as ships approach before they even land, you see they line up a volley, fire it towards you. Everyone towards the walls, which you can take cover on if you'd like to. However, as a precision attack is what their archers are, because they don't have attack from above. They're attacking at precision. I believe it has piercing, so I'm not sure how much help the walls will be. It will still heal you no matter what. It just is.
Yeah, well, we go behind the walls.
Yeah. And that will perform a defend action, so -1, and then heal
Heal
+1. So Sir Marvin
Heal
gets
1
out of
and
there.
recover 2 in any order, so we could heal Marvin and recover the 2
Both
first
of
Marvin
time.
them.
and
Yeah.
Eagle.
Yeah. So
And
you wouldn't reduce
one of us
the
can
damage.
amplify that, though, right?
Because
Yeah.
Yes, actually.
I'll do that.
oh, here we go. Here's precision attack. Their precision attack is +1 damage and ignores 2 defense. It is pierce 2. So wouldn't be able to reduce the damage from that, but it will still heal. Because the pierce will pierce your defense.
So do they deal damage first, or do we do our block and heal first?
I think the
If they
heal
do-
happens first, actually.
Okay.
That's why it's called an interrupt.
Well, we can perform a defend action, heal +1, and recover +2 in any order. So.
I think that just
not
means
sure.
those 3 things.
If
You
we
choose
do
what
the
order
heal
those happen.
first, we basically heal full, and then we take 2 damage, which would mean that poor Sir
No, we don't
Marvin.
take 2 damage. We take 1 damage with 2 pierce. The 2
Um,
pierce get negated.
No, they deal 2 damage because it's +1 damage.
Oh.
So it's 1 base damage +1 and 2 pierce.
Poor Sir Marvin gets it behind the walls and then sees this poor one last person who's out there, and so
dives
he has to
again.
charge out to go save them. And
Oh,
gets hit.
Marvin's just taking the brunt of this. Okay, that's
Yep.
fine.
Man, if this guy doesn't get some land at the end of this, he's gonna get real screwed.
Okay. So he gets healed after he takes the damage? Or how is this?
No, he
No.
healed his
Not
first
again.
damage,
He
and then he
got
got hit
healed.
again, back to the same part where he was before.
Oh, that's great. Perfect.
What does recover do again?
Uh,
Takes
It
the two
heals
things at a
stun
time.
only.
Stunned to death.
Gotcha.
yeah.
And then the see from one of the distant ships a dark cloud of smoke begin to very quickly, like something is creating it or something like that, shoots out from a distant ship and lands right in front of Borgerfjord and starts spreading black smoke everywhere. Invoke the Shadows is what Gunhild is using, and her people. She is inflicting blind condition to you all. Take level 1 blind, and her and the army is getting level 1 shroud as well.
What?
Gross.
Well, they're gonna
This
burn
wasn't
to
supposed to
death
be
on
used
their
on
next turn.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well,
All right. Turnover, upkeep.
yep, that's what she used for both of those. No meta tags, and then let's clean up. So I need to make sure none of these are cleaned up. There we go.
Okay, wounds
Oh.
shouldn't clean up, but
Forgot that
let's just cover everything just in case, because I trust that not. Oh,
Yeah, the
actually,
green one won't disappear. I'm just gonna delete.
Yeah, so these 3 should clean up.
yeah.
and then
Okay,
we make
I've
sure these
selected
other
everything
two go.
else.
There you
There we
go.
go.
Yeah, we did it.
And now to weird. Oh,
Weird
Oh, we
first.
do weird first. Okay.
Oh, cool. We got the scornful wall back, so we can take
Yeah,
some
make
of
them
the
blind.
and put
Them
it back
blind
on the...
and shrouded.
Do we?
That's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
the same
okay.
thing. It's just the smoke is surrounding them. You can't see them, and they can't see you.
so
Mhm.
very first thing in upkeep, can we hit them degeneration for 14 damage, please?
For 14 damage. So
You said their level was 14. They're at
Yeah,
fullest
they're at
level
full degeneration.
degeneration.
so
So
the
Your
way
level went up though.
their level did just go up. That's correct. It's now 16.
Well,
oh good.
16
So let's do
damage.
16 damage.
And however, one thing to note is that they are, because of the way conditions work, I believe it is you can pay a minor sacrifice. One of the two things per upkeep you can do to reduce conditions can happen before the condition affects you.
Sure. If so, though, we're going to immediately, have that other upkeep thing trigger again, so it's going to up them.
Upping degeneration.
Yes.
Yeah. I
They're
think either way,
taking
they're hitting
full damage.
degeneration 4.
They can degenerate 1, but then we hit them with our fire arrows, and then they hit for degeneration from the burning for the round.
Okay. Ooh, I think then in this case, well, let's apply the 14 damage.
Is it 16 now?
16 damage, yes. Sounds like most fuller doing work.
Good.
16 damage, and if we are doing the Musphelheim Nightmare,
Yes, we are. We
It's-
were locked in to make the 16 damage happen. We have to also do the Musphelheim Nightmare.
okay, then if we're doing it at
16
least
damage
one-
by itself kills them. 16 damage is like they have 15. No, they have 11 HP left.
Oh yeah, we burned them to death.
Oh, we sent them to
Down the
fish
hole
hell.
of
It
Hammerhead.
doesn't, at this point, it doesn't matter what order it happens. Either way, fire arrows and the flames they produce
Yep.
char and cinder the Blood Axe
Yep.
army.
Some of them retreat. They
Maintain.
have the shroud and stuff like that. So I think because of the nature of how you won, I think most of their army just literally died from smoke inhalation, which a lot of people might blame on Gunhild, when it was not actually Gunhild, it was the volcano ash.
That's awful. We're the
Um,
worst. This was not a good fight. We just burned them to death.
yeah.
You
honorable
don't win
battle,
fights
we
by
won.
playing fair.
Nope.
You do
No.
not.
When you
I'm
bring
not sure.
fire giants, you bring fire giants if you can.
Yes.
So the fight consisted of Marvin getting shot a bunch and us fighting them on fire.
He's
Yeah.
still hurt too.
Yeah.
They got, like, there were definitely probably several hundred dead or dying soldiers from the Blood Axe army, but the vast majority of them never even got to land before they were driven off.
They burned
Yeah,
to
fish
death.
hell.
That was
Fish
our
hell.
plan.
Yep.
Fish hell.
Dude,
Here's
here's
what
the big
happened?
question:
He might becomes a pirate, or just gets
Does-
mutinied.
Does Blood Axe die in the battle?
Blood
And
Axe
Gunhild, these are the important
never
people.
got off of his boat in the battle.
Presumed
But-
That
dead.
means he burned
So-
in his
Well,
boat.
that
That
also
also
means
means-
he could come back as like an ice zombie or something. We can.
Yeah, I don't think he died. I think the only people who flat out died in the battle were the people who landed. So, like, a bunch of the King's Guard. They were the main ones who landed. A legion of archers as well was there. Near. They were landing. They were technically on their boats, but they were very close. And you ran out to chop their boats up. So, a bunch of them probably died. Blood Axe himself never even stepped foot on the land. However, smoke inhalation is very dangerous.
Yeah.
And fire on a ship is no joke.
Mhm.
I think let's just draw a random rune to see if he died.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, see-
I'd say
do it.
physical, he's dead. There's three possible
Can
fates
Zeus,
for him, I think.
Can Zeus, can Zeus.
Physical, he's dead. Two other options, spiritual and mental.
Spiritual, he's coming back to haunt us.
Spiritual,
Yeah,
he's coming back
And-
to haunt
and-
you.
And mental, he survived because he prepared for
Yeah.
this.
Okay. You got physical.
Oh,
no,
he's
he's dead.
He's just dead. All right.
Oh,
Yep.
wait, hold on. We got to do Gunhill too.
Wait,
Yes, please.
It was the B.
Hang
It
on,
was
what
the
is Bracano?
yeah. What is
Unseen.
Bracano? It was Bracano.
Unseen. It was smoke inhalation.
Yeah. He was
Not even an interesting honorable death. He just
no.
died.
He died
from
at
the
sea,
game.
not due to battle. Very
Oh.
few of the soldiers went to Valhalla, which was also part of your plan.
Fish hell, there they go.
Okay.
Joey Salted Herring forever.
Yep.
It's a choice
Alright.
alternating. Now we got to do Gunhild.
Gunhild.
Okay. Let me make
Same
sure.
things.
Hold on. Don't count this one. I'm going to reshuffle it first.
Oof, that would have been a bad one.
Shuffle and okay, let's do it.
Oh,
Alright.
she's coming back to life.
Righto.
Oh,
Journey.
dread it.
Journey.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Oh, she's gonna come.
I
We're
like
never getting away
she-
from Gunhill.
Probably used the smoke to like secretly come to shore herself and maybe like a small handful of followers separate from the army. And now there's just stories of this horrible dread witch that haunts the woods.
This is a later season villain, not the next season, because that would be.
But like
Too
in 2 or 3
She's
seasons.
time to rebuild her
See,
power
yeah.
appropriately.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
gonna come back. We forgot about
She's
her.
gonna
But she now has like
Up in the
smoker's
woods.
lung. She coughs a lot and she sounds very hoarse still.
Oh,
Yeah.
General Grievous, I see, yeah.
Yeah, you bring her back when viewership starts flagging to like pump up the ratings again.
Exactly.
Remember the witch from season 2?
Oh no, it's exactly like General Grievous, but instead of collecting lightsabers, she collects score bowls.
Oh.
For my collection. She just...
Yes. She just started
As
secretly
things start
building.
going worse and
Like-
worse for us, you try to figure out who's scorning us.
Yeah. And then you just find like a group of them. Okay. And that was the game. That was a quicker end than I expected. But if we go to a break now, we can come back in a few minutes and talk about how we feel about the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. We'll be back in just a few. Screen. There it is.